some of in this city already, one of the fairly good projects that have improved the face of the city is the expressway just outside here. It would not have been possible if there was no public-private partnerships, because it is private resources used to provide a public good, which ordinarily, in the classical sense, should have been the work of government to look for money to build an expressway. Through the same public-private sector, public-private partnerships, we are about in 2 weeks' time to launch the construction of a dual carriageway to the western part of Kenya, which could not again have been possible if we kept our traditional divisions between public and private sector. And we are thinking ahead and trying to see what else is it that we can do to improve that public-private sector partnership to provide jobs like we are doing here today to as many young people as possible, to provide solutions for energy, to provide solutions for public infrastructure like roads, water also, the future of sustainable water infrastructure and water amenities being available. We have to bring in the private sector. So the broad for cooperation is beyond ICT and IT. It cuts across. And there are as many sectors as possible. When we are therefore reflecting on how do we as public sector enable private sector to help us converge our interests and speed up the development of Kenya and the development of the world. And therefore going forward, we will be engaging in this space. And I think the same way governments raise bonds, we could also allow private sector to place bonds and raise funds to provide public amenities. Instead of the private sector struggling with their own resources, they can use the protection of the public sector, governments, to be able to raise private bonds, to raise money, if that money is going to be used to provide a public infrastructure. So that's the way I see it. And therefore, I thought I should speak about that in an occasion like this one, because it is no longer feasible that we do things the way we've always done them. If we have to create enough jobs for our young people, if we have to offer national solutions around infrastructure, energy, and water, and so forth, and health, we must think outside the box. And going into the future, technology, people, especially the youth, and partnerships will drive us into the desired world that we want to see in the next century. God bless you. Thank you for listening.